Well done, Cody.
Cody, putting in work, dude. Putting in work.
Well done. Well,
did Joel just put on a fancy coat?
Joel literally just changed.
Because I saw that Fern had a coat on. I was like, oh, well, shoot, I'm going to put on mine then.
You just keep a jacket in the office in case?
Just casual. I mean,
professional is prepared.
That's how I get. Yeah. Pros
That's
are
what
prepared.
I wear. That's what I wear when people come in for consults for the gym.
Let me throw on the jacket.
Well, thank you to the Best Hour team for showing up. We'll have everyone do a little bit of an intro in a moment because not everyone knows everyone, not just on the team, but in general. But I appreciate the whole team showing up. Joel and Fern looking sharp. Nikki and Katie doing it up, and the rest of us, just looking like we normally do. But no, Marcus, you got a little sweater on.
I never wear flannel.
A cardigan
ever.
Yeah, that is true, Nate. That is true. We appreciate your fancy best flannel. Let's
Nate.
I mean,
Nate so doesn't dress up that I've never actually even seen Nate wear pants. Like he just wears shorts, regardless of where we go.
I'm pants right now.
Yeah,
he is.
We know.
There's always the guy. It's snowing out that wears shorts, right? That's
Nate.
That is Nate. Is that guy? So
except
let's
for the one time. That was cool.
Let's go around the horn, if you guys would, for the listeners. This is the full Best Hour crew right now. There's a couple other people that pop in and out on the team, but this is the full deal, the full-time crew. Maybe just a quick name, where you live, how you got started with Best Hour. You want to kick it off, Cody?
Sure. My name is Cody Lovelace. I am residing currently in Huntsville, Alabama, hence the accent. And I got started with Best Hour by just reaching out and being a pest. A constant pest.
Which hasn't actually stopped since we hired him. So
and for those that enjoy the Best Hour social media, the podcast, Cody is the man behind much of that. The great imagery that people are seeing these days. People loved the Besties image. Someone said I look more like Steve Carell than Steve Carell looks like Steve Carell. And that was all you, Cody. So appreciate that. Everyone knows young Katie. Everyone knows young Katie. But in case they haven't been paying attention, young Katie, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Katie. I live in Norcross, just north of Atlanta. And I got started with you guys. I was thinking about it. I think it's almost 2 years ago now. I was driving to my full-time job I had at the time, listening to the podcast. And you guys put out a call to action about talking about this thing you were going to announce, which turned out later to be Affiliate You. And you were also talking about the podcast, that you were looking for some help with social media. I DM'd you guys, and here we are. Haven't gotten any since.
Fern, Marcus, and I were together last week, and I take full ownership on bringing Katie onto this team. All me.
Which is true. I take full ownership for recommending that we pay Katie to work inside of the company.
Also true. Also true. Marcus, what were you going to say about that?
Nothing. Just go on.
Yeah, but 2 years. You're coming up on 2 years. That's incredible. Nice. Seems like just yesterday. Young
It
Katie
does.
came on board. Bare Minimum Nate.
Hi. My first name is Bear. My last name is Minimum. I actually started working with Jay and Fern. I think it was 2018. For the first season dropping in, I want to say it was in Raleigh.
Yeah.
But I was working with Jay. I was working with you before that. Yeah, I was working with you before that. We were doing some Own Your Eating stuff. So that was the beginning. And then, just been doing it ever since.
Candy
Katie's
says
so happy
Katie
right
is
now.
the glue. And we,
However,
I haven't seen
first
Katie
full-time
smile
year
that
was
much
this year.
since Henshaw told her that she was
it's
extraordinary.
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 He's extraordinary.
Extra.
What were you going to say, Nate?
I was just going to say the first full-time year was this year, which was pretty cool. So everything else was freelance.
Love it.
I stayed on my
We
couch.
know Fern. We know Fern. We know me. Let's kick it over to the big dog, Marcus.
Big dog. I'm going to change my screen name. Marcus Gurzy, CEO here, and just try to keep the monkeys from sinking the ship. That's basically.
That's,
Most good description of me is-
that's accurate. Yeah. That is
No,
very accurate.
so I started out with we started kind of behind the scenes first. I got to know Fern many years ago. We got to do some work together with Rife, which was awesome. Became great friends. And then as you guys were starting the podcast, we started having conversations about impact you guys wanted to make, and it aligned with the impact I wanted to make. And so we started working on that in 2020, end of 2020. And then everything went live in, I believe it was November of 2020.
Mhm.
Yeah. And now we're the three best friends that ever did live.
That's true. JTT.
Thanks. Joel, will you introduce yourself to the team? Because this is the first time any of us have ever met you.
That's true. Hey guys, it's really nice to meet everyone, including anyone who's listening. My name is Joel Cochran, and I started off way back in the day putting on CrossFit competitions. That was my gig getting into it. Then ran an affiliate. That's where I ran into Marcus. Barbell Shrugged. We stayed in touch. Then 2020 or 2021, Marcus? I can't even visit you. 2021.
21.
Yeah. And you're like, man, I'm working with these guys. They're really a pain in the ass, but I really want to help them out.
They need help.
And I was like, oh man, I don't know if you should do that charity case. And you're like, yeah, well, it's my thing that I'm doing for 2021. No, he said a lot of rad things about you guys.
My project.
And it really excited me. And then the opportunity came when Marcus presented me the golden key to the castle in terms of talking to a bunch of affiliate owners about what's going on and being able to do the sales. And that's where I'm at now.
That's that voice though, right? Is it just me? Anybody else feeling strange?
Yeah.
Feeling a little tingly.
Pants a little tighter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And last but not least, Nikki Sawolski, newest member of the team.
Yep, Sawolski.
Sawolski.
Sawolski. I'm brand new. I was probably a little bit of a pest, like Cody. I don't know, Marcus. You can let me know if I was a pest or not. But followed the guys, the podcast, and loved what they did, and worked for a gym who was enrolled in Affiliate University, and turned into a pest, and here I am.
After noticing, right? Be
What's
a pest.
Yeah.
Exactly. We attract and hire pests. That's
it.
So
3 of the people, have laid claim to being a pest. Well, this show is called The Besties. Each of you should have a box nearby, and everyone knows I'm a big fan. Katie is a huge fan of The Office. When I'm not sending Katie videos of animals, it's often The Office. And I wanted to be able to have an annual tradition, just like Michael Scott and Dunder Mifflin. And we've got The Besties this year. So as with almost everything I do in life, I have no plan. I have nothing written out. We're just going to have some fun for the next bit. And every one of you will get an award. Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kick off with Cody. And the reason I want to kick off with Cody is because Cody's award is now redundant. And what I mean by that is when you open that, it's not that you're fired, not yet. But let's open your award. Let's open your bestie award, Cody. Here we go. He's got it in the best hour box. By the way, thank you, Katie, for sending out all of the besties. And let's see, Cody's award. When Cody first came on this team, I think we would all agree that he was best off camera. Would you agree with that? In fact, I think Fern even gave you this advice, and this is maybe why you look a little different. You wrap these up nicely, Katie.
oh my God.
I didn't want him to break.
Come on.
Cody got the most homeless award. most homeless. However, since he has shaved and you look far better, he told me that Fern gave him that advice, right? Is that true, Fern? You gave him the advice that he needs to clean up his appearance?
I don't know that it was advice. It was just more of a general observation.
Expressing a concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got on a call, and the very first thing he didn't even say, "Hey," he was just like, "Dude, you look homeless." It's like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Well,
you look
just
the most homeless.
lesson-
hence the award.
lesson learned when you show up to the first call with your new boss. Maybe make sure you like take a shower or something in 3 days prior.
Sure, something.
Yeah, there's no amount of showering that makes it look like you've taken a shower when that was your beard, right? Like you can have just come out of the shower and your advice would be like, go take a shower, dude. So I think,
Well, listen,
Wow.
in Cody's defense, I have on numerous occasions complimented his mustache.
solid.
The man grows a very nice mustache.
He's
And you do have good hair. Yeah, and you do have good hair.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like one thing we always talk about inside of this podcast is taking feedback and implementing it, right? So here we go. Here's where
I know. The next day I was like, hey, in the Slack, I was like, I think Cody took a shower yesterday. He's going to be all right. He's going to be
I
all
would
right.
love to see the cross between Cody's mustache and Joel's voice.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nobody's ready for that, Nate. Nobody's ready for that.
too sexy.
Yeah.
Cody, I did refer. I told
Marcus.
Fern you are the new young hip guy on the team. Fern is no longer the one. So
I
congrats.
told him I was just old and hip.
I don't think
Mm.
I've ever known
Yeah.
Fern to be young,
And-
ever. Fern has never been young.
He's
He's
We're
always
hip.
been an old soul. He's
So-
always been an old soul.
He has been. Cody, congrats on not looking homeless anymore. You didn't shave in time to be, considered for the least homeless of the next year, but you were the most homeless of 2022. So congratulations.
Maybe I can get like most improved next year.
Potential. Let's not get carried away.
Not if you keep the mullet. Not if you keep the
Gosh.
mullet.
I
What was your
want to see a
favorite moment?
picture now.
We'll
I
get you
haven't
one. What was
seen
your favorite best hour moment of 2022, Cody?
That one's tough. I mean, like I had a ton of fun personally on the Colorado trip. It was fun. I haven't been on the team that long, but being able to go out there, hang out with you guys, do some work, but also have some fun at the same time, like that was just a lot of fun. And so I'm looking forward to a lot more of that.
Cool. Yeah. Dropping in Trailhead and ELM are going to come out early January. And Nate, let's make sure in those episodes there's a focus on, and also no, just those two, right? Trailhead and ELM.
Yeah, just those two.
A focus on Cody imploding during the both
Oh,
of
it's
those
there.
workouts.
They're already finished. It looks good. It looks good.
He does not have a governor. Is that the right term, Marcus? Governor? Car lingo? And
Sure.
you're the car expert. And he just went at it, and it's fun. It was fun to watch. So let's move on to award number 2. It's going to go to Joel Cochran. Joel, grab your box, the right one. So many of you listening and watching have spoken to Joel. Joel is one of our language experts. He is someone who helps, get the mind right for affiliate owners, for potential members of Best Hour. And Joel, as he opens this,
Chops his hand off.
surgically, yeah.
Is this box made of wood?
Joel, please describe what you're doing right now.
I'm just cutting it up just a little bit, just hacking away.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, keep going. Don't stop.
For anybody that's like wants to work for the company, this is what meetings are like. This is just the normal meeting.
Yes,
This is
it
dubbing
is.
as our team meeting for the week. Also, Joel gets the ABC award. Is that correct, Joel? I don't even remember. ABC, of course, the Always Be Closing award. Joel, great job talking. Joel is the one that hops on calls with potential clients and make sure they're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for them. And you've done a fantastic job, kind of off on an island, right? Like I said, I think this might be, yes, Brad Marshall wants to give you the Soothing Jazz Award. Had I spoken to you before this, you might have gotten that. But you've been an amazing addition to the team.
Thank you.
And, many of our, new clients come to us and they're like, Joel already helped change my mind and get my mind right and look at things from a different perspective. So I love hearing that. And, you've been awesome, and we are super excited to have you part of the Best Hour team.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I just throw that Barry White voice at him and just trance him. And really, that's all it is. It's not even any language.
That's all
I
you
just
gotta
trance him with the
I'd throw
the
you my
words.
money right now.
Yeah.
It's working. Yeah. Nate wants to sign up for Affiliate U.
Yeah.
Where's my dollar bills?
Hey, I'll take it.
Well, Joel, what has been your favorite moment for 2022, whether Best Hour or maybe CrossFit? You're a fit dude. What's been a highlight for you in 2022?
Highlight in 2022. You know what? Taking the step and joining the team, it was definitely a moment of, oh man, I have my own business over here. Marcus just kept saying, man, these guys are really a pain in the ass. I don't know if you want to do this. And I said, all right, you talked me into it. I'm in. But being able to join the team and how you guys took me in, this is a really freaking fun team. And what I tell everybody when I get on calls is like, you guys, this is a team that cares, and you can't beat that. Go wherever else you want to go, but you're not going to find a team that cares as much as this team does. And to be part of that is special.
Jay's problem is he cares too much.
Yeah, but some might say my biggest weakness, right, Katie? I care too much. Well, I'm going to go in a different order. You're making me second guess myself, but I'm going to do this on the notion of care. Bare minimum, Nate, get your award. Get your bestie out and open.
How did I know that was coming?
Every team needs. You would think, looking at this, it'd be Katie. It might be Nikki. No. The softie, the one who brings the love, the compassion to the team, is this guy, bare minimum Nate. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you get the most compassionate award, Nate. Is that right? There we go. Most compassionate, Nathan Head. Well deserved. We were at where were we?
Nice.
Where were we, guys?
We were in Tennessee in that haunted mansion.
Yeah, Murfreesboro.
Oh,
yeah.
We
were in
and
haunted mansion.
what was the drill? Do you guys remember? What were we doing? Just talking about values, and I wasn't paying attention.
We were sitting around the table and we were talking about it was kind of like it wasn't necessarily feedback, but it was go around the table and talk about weaknesses and strengths. And I remember it got to me and I felt very uncomfortable because I think I had just come on full time, like within like
I think we offered you the position.
I think we like gave you the job that day.
That's right. That's what you offered me while I was there. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready or they're ready for this. And I brought up compassion as a big value and how important I feel like that is and should be, and it was very well received. It was pretty cool. It was because I remember going, I don't really feel comfortable doing this because I'm so new, but this is kind of what I see and what I think is important. And it was being a part of a team that receives feedback as well as they give feedback is very rare. And so like to see that in that moment was just exceptional. That was extraordinary.
I think my feedback and I was like, I don't really care if you're compassionate, but can you operate that camera? Can you operate that camera? Is really
you were like,
what we're hiring you for.
No, I think you were on Jay the whole time because Jay was trying to tell me how to do the camera, and you're telling the camera guy how to do
that.
The
actually is true. Yeah.
That's true.
Jay learned that day what B-roll was, and he just kept using the term.
And cut to B-roll and more B-roll.
Yeah.
No, Fern was on his real kick at this point. Remember, that's when you did the tick tick boom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think for the listeners, like we talk about feedback for whether it's in our coaches development portion, the business development, and you can't get good at giving feedback unless you're also good at receiving feedback. And I think since Nate came on and told us about that, we've all, I don't know that we've improved, but we've tried to get better at compassion. Do we agree? Do you guys think so?
Right.
Katie, have we gotten better at compassion?
Yeah, I think so. I think Nate's leveled us up. Maybe not you, Jay, but other people on the team.
Everybody else. Nate, what's been your favorite moment from 2022?
I've had a lot. I mean, every trip that we've been on has had like these really amazing moments. Being able to see things that you hear about and you don't know if you're ever, like going to Mayhem, those sorts of things. But to be perfectly honest, the Colorado trip, there were two moments where I think I laughed so hard I may have peed a little. One of those was
it at sushi?
Very, very possible. One of them has to be butt butter, just because that was so like in the moment with the margarine, and the other one was actually the Rogue T-shirt moment, where it was like, you want to do that to Rogue's T-shirts? I mean, so like it's just really, really fun. I mean, I love creating things anyway, but when you can create things and also be having just an absolute blast at the same time, it's just awesome. And then on top of that, like being able, like I said, going back to the culture of like feedback, being able to be in a place where it is encouraged to receive and give, that sort of thing, it's very rare. So for somebody like me that doesn't, I'm learning how to do that. Yeah, this is just, to be able to do that in a welcoming, safe place is just awesome. It's just awesome.
We're glad we can be a part of that for you. This is what it's all about.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Nate always brings the tears. And yeah, we learned a lot about Nate on that trip. We won't bring it up on this episode, but I do think we have to have Nate on the podcast at some point. Do you agree with that, Vern?
We're gonna have to figure out who's gonna operate that camera, but
it's gonna be Jay. Who else is more qualified than the guy giving all the directives?
He's already done it once.
Yeah.
He's already done it once. Well, almost dropped it in the ice water.
That's right. Great having you on the team, Nate. It's been awesome to see your growth. All right. Nikki, will you grab your award? Nikki, as she said, pestered us to come on. You know, we've had a couple intern spots this past year, and Nikki has been trying to get on the team. And now officially, when was the official date? It was just recently, right? We just happened, huh, Marcus?
Yes. December 1.
December 1, celebrating 2 weeks. Celebrating 2 weeks.
Since September.
Yeah, exactly. But she's been in, and to Nikki's credit, and this is a little tip for anyone else who wants to win a role after an internship. She came into the internship and treated it like a freaking job from the get-go and just started swinging the hammer. And it was like, oh, she really wants to do this right. So, Nikki, we knew we were going to hire you right away, but we just wanted to make you work.
Bring me along.
Yeah, and you have big shoes to fill under young Katie.
I do.
But you've done a great job. And I think Marcus put it best. Win the job. And Nikki, if you grab your award, you get biggest winner of the year. Biggest winner. That's a typo.
Biggest wiener. Oh, biggest
That's
wiener.
A typo. That's a typo. That.
Congratulations.
We're gonna get our money back on that.
Nikki, that's impressive. That's impressive.
You can only give those types of awards when you're head of HR, which is Jay. So it's quite literally the only reason he's still in the company.
Biggest winner. You know what? You say tomato.
I say wiener.
Wiener.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, I say wiener.
My face red.
Nikki did send me a video of a menorah yesterday, so we are allowed to make these kind of jokes. But Nikki, it's been great bringing you on the team, just recent. And for a lot of people, you know, for everyone watching, I think you're doing a lot of the stuff that maybe young Katie was doing in the past. And I just put both of you on there because I don't know who's necessarily doing it. But when I say we or the team is doing something, it's probably Nikki at this point doing it. So that's my blanket. Hey, the team will get back to you. someone will get back to you. But Nikki, what has been your favorite moment of 2022?
So in reference to the best hour, 2 things, obviously, like becoming a part of the team. I haven't been here long, but I agree with everybody else. You guys are great. You're funny. You work really hard. You're supportive. I'm really excited for what the future has to hold there. But as far as like when I first started the Enlift workshop, it blew my mind. It was just, I don't know. I didn't expect it to be what it was. And I left that day just like, holy freaking crap, this stuff is amazing. So I was really excited to be a part of that and obviously meet the whole team and all of that. So.
Yeah. And Lifted is fantastic. Fern and I are both going through it. Marcus has been through it. Joel, I believe you've done level 1 and 2 as well.
Level 1 and 2. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, we've got some big things coming in 2023 with that crew, and we're super excited. It's a huge part of what we do with Affiliate U these days, right? For many affiliate owners, it's stories they're telling themselves and getting their mind right, like we talked about with Joel. And it's been great to see the team get better at that. And and to create relationships with Mark and his crew is awesome. So it's awesome to have you on the team, Nikki. Biggest winner. We'll get that fixed for you. Don't worry. We won't. Just display that on the mantle with pride when Jeff comes home later.
Actually, give it to Jeff. Give it to Jeff. It's a perfect regift idea. It's a perfect regift idea.
Hey, honey, I got you an award.
I got you a trophy.
Yeah.
He'll be glowing for days.
Happy birthday and birthday.
All right. So we've got 3 left, and I'm going to be, like I said, completely transparent. I ordered these months ago. I don't remember perfectly what the awards are, but I have a good idea. We'll go over to Jason Fernandez. We'll go over to Fern. The OG, Fern and I, 3-4 years ago, just working a seminar together.
Is it weird the mine's empty?
Working a seminar together, decided to hit record on the podcast. We're kind of floating around. We'll talk about Marcus's input, but I think everyone that knows Fern would agree that he is not likely to agree with you on just about anything. If you say, hey, Fern.
That's not true. I do agree that I get the award for least likely to agree.
Least likely to agree on the team. Jason Fernandez. You can.
That's going to go right next to my talented motherfucker plaque that I have on my desk.
I have seen over the years, not that Fern is more likely to agree, but I understand the place he is often coming from when he is disagreeing. So he lives his default mode is no. However, I think as a team, have we seen Fern get a little happier in this last year? We got we're not sure. A little bit, maybe. Joel, you think so?
Yeah, I think Fern's the happiest guy I know. Best day ever.
Dude. I mean, as the team grows and I have to deal with you less, my happiness increases.
Mm-hmm.
That could be
the direct correlation.
Were you showing that, Cody? There you go. Even in an attempt to agree, he disagreed. That's standard Fern practice. But there is no one I would rather disagree more with than Jason Fernandez. So, what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment. It was probably last week when the 3 of us got together. And we mapped out the future.
Yeah, we are changing the world in 2023. I think that was.
I'm not sure how yet, but that was basically what we came out of the meeting. Like,
I'll tell you how.
Change the world.
I'm going to give you 2 magic words that I said last week.
Oh, let me. Yeah, let's hear it.
Abracadabra.
That's one word.
That's one.
Oh,
that wasn't it though. I said this. I said, guys, Marcus, Fern, whatever we do.
I know where you're going with this.
wherever we decide to take this thing, every decision we make from this moment forward, affiliates first.
That was 100% your idea.
And
Absolutely. I was like, man, that sounds like what I was thinking. Were you in my mind?
Yep. While we were there, we decided affiliates first. And as long as every decision and every move we make has affiliates at the forefront, we're gonna have a great year.
It's a good decision.
We're gonna. And what's value number 5, Nate?
Compassion.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It's fun. It's fun. This team has fun. This team has fun.
Working on it.
So Fern and I hit record a couple of years ago, and we were floundering around and floating around, doing nothing, just having a good time, giving back to the community, making coaches better. But it wasn't. Fern called me up one day. He's like, "Hey, this dude wants to help us out." I was like, "Tell me more, because I need help."
Random guy off Craigslist.
He said, "Hey, we're gonna hop on a call, Marcus Guersey." I was like, "Cool." And the very first call we got on, I was impressed. And here's why I was impressed. I don't know if you remember this, Marcus. You were pulled over on the side of the road in your car. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And immediately it struck me as like, oh, this dude actually, like, so many people would be like, I'm on Zoom, I'm driving, no big deal. Right? So Marcus pulled over, and it immediately signified to me, oh, this dude takes things seriously, and he's got to be on a call, and he's dealing with San Clemente traffic, but he cared enough about this to pull over. And so immediately, I mean, my threshold was low, but I was impressed. Like, it was immediately impressive. And then
impressed you.
Fern was actually, if you remember this, drinking at a party. You remember that?
Also on brand.
Was that true, Fern? Remember you were drinking some wine and you went into an extra bedroom?
I was probably just really stressed out that you would be like, I don't want to do this. And I was like, our chances are gone now. Like, we can't
So we get on the call with Marcus. He loved what we were doing. And I've said this before, but without Marcus, I think we would still be recording a podcast, and that's it. We wouldn't have Cody, young Katie, Nate, Nikki, Joel, right? And Marcus, will you grab your box, please?
Oh, thank you.
Fern, all I can see you drinking right now is like some sort of spritzer or like a White Claw with that jacket.
Yeah, that's still messing with me.
That's all I can see.
You drinking wine. I don't know.
I want to see you with,
like
with an old fashioned, but like I just
old fashioned's my jam. As
I
Marcus,
know.
I think we had 2 dozen before I left.
What's your award, Marcus?
Marcus the Wolf Guersey. I saw the wolf.
Marcus the Wolf Guersey. I solve problems on the team. We refer to him as the Wolf. If you guys are familiar with Pulp Fiction, all you had to do was say the wolf was coming. And Marcus solves problems. When there's problems that need solving, we go to Marcus, whether it's organization, whether it's tough decisions, whether it's anything we do. I know with Marcus on the team, we will always be successful. Like, I never question that we will be here in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, because as long as Marcus Guersey is beside me, I'm like, we're good. I told you guys last week, Marcus and I, Fern came in late Monday. Marcus and I had dinner. We're driving around, and Marcus was telling me some of his goals in life. And I told Fern, I was like, this motherfucker's crazy. Like, he's out of his damn mind. and then you know what? And I sat back and I'm like, he's going to do it, because that's how Marcus is. And that same spirit that you bring to your life and your wife and your 2 kids, I think you bring to the team. And, you continue to solve problems. So
much appreciated. Honor to be a part of the team.
What was your favorite moment this past year?
So, number 1, all of the trips are a blast. Murfreesboro was a blast. Particularly, I'd say the Haunted Mansion factor. That was so fun. That house was just nonstop. It was just crazy. Every day you'd find some new secret passageway or some new ghosts in Katie's bedroom or something. But that place was really fun. Plus, that was, while we were out there, was when we got to announce the APN partnership. So it was kind of like a double whammy. So I'd say that one.
Awesome. Yeah. That was who did we go to? We saw Boz. Hinshaw, Mayhem, Josh from Mayhem,
Hendersonville.
Rory. Yeah. Some great episodes. If you guys haven't gone back and watched, if you want to see Hinshaw, give Katie that compliment. Dropping in, she's extraordinary.
You get to watch Katie glow.
He was so serious about that.
Yeah, he's a really good liar.
well, on the note, our final award, Katie, young Katie, will you grab your award, please?
Sure. You have an award too, though.
I have an award?
It should have come. Remember? Should have come in the mail. Did it not come?
Oh yeah, you mentioned that, and I've not gotten it.
So you go last. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll go last. Thank you, but I don't have any. Like everything in on this team, I'm the giver. I don't do anything expecting anything in return. So before you hold up your award, Katie, like I was saying, Marcus Guernsey came on the team and really dialed it in. But I also think simultaneously, without young Katie reaching out and putting herself out there. I told you this when we were in Virginia. It's every time we're able to do something that rewards you for taking a risk and doing this, it's equally selfish for me, because one of the things we try to tell all of our affiliates is, create a life you want, and whether run an affiliate so it just makes your life better. And you did this. You reached out to us. There's no tears being shed, Brendan. You reached out to us, and we're willing to work for free, like Fern said. Till he was like, we should probably start paying her, and we started you at minimum wage, but you stuck around, and you get the official Michael Scott. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take via Wayne Gretzky, the Shoot Your Shot Award for shooting your shot and trying to come on this team. So. Congratulations on your award.
You did spell my name wrong, though, but that's fine.
What? How did I?
I thought it was a joke. You spelled it Springstein. What's my last name, Jason?
Let me go on home base real quick.
Look in the Pope folder.
It was easier when it was Galley. If we're being honest, it was easier when it was Galley.
You also put an E in winner.
That was a mistake. That one was just a mistake. But Katie, what was your favorite moment of 2022?
So that was fitting, and thank you. That was very, very kind. I have a lot, like one of them, the hot ones, the Murfreesboro trip overall, but the hot ones was really fun and just like a cool time to get to know everybody really well. But for me, a core memory is at the Enlifted workshop. And Nikki just was there, and I assumed she was there just to be an attendee. But she comes right up to me and she said, we were just talking. And I was like, so you came up here. And she's like, yeah, I'm shooting my shot. And so she came to Enlifted because she wanted to shoot her shot with us. And so I definitely cried when I went home, because that was that was legit. That was solidifying. It was so cool that I know you came up there for the Enlifted workshop, but that was very, very cool to hear that. So yeah, thank you for the award.
That's what happens. You shoot your shot, you motivate other people.
I don't know about that, but you guys created this environment where you encourage us to do that. So thank you.
Well, I think we all bring something unique to the team. I'm figuring out what mine is. I'll know during our break. I plan to dig deep and figure. Yeah, by the end of the year, I will figure that out. But it's thank you all for coming on here and doing this with me. I know when I told you guys I wanted to have a team podcast, there was probably a private Slack channel about it. And I appreciate it. Whether your award was in jest or serious, each of you bring something very special to this team. And without each and every one of us, we couldn't do it. And where we're going next year, Marcus,
we don't need roads.
We don't need roads, because affiliates first. And
you're so creative. Okay, well, Katie, real quick, Katie, since Jay didn't get the award, can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, when it comes, you have to open it, but it's level 4 influencer Jason Ackerman. And obviously, because you're an influencer to the public, but also You're an influencer to us, and you encourage us. Like, I get very nice texts from you periodically, other than in between the dog memes and office quotes. You are very great at, you're an influencer, not just out in the wild, but with us. You really do encourage us and lift us up. So
World's best boss.
Exactly.
Where is it?
I do have that. Luckily, I do have my world's best boss mug.
That was actually what she sent you.
Well, well, now I'll have to. Well, thank you for that, Katie. I appreciate it. And that was great. I don't have anything else to add. Do you guys have anything you want to say before we wrap up the show?
I think you nailed it.
Physical lead magnet?
Physical lead magnet, nailed it.
Physical lead magnet, nailed it. All right. Well, like Fern says about parties, end them before it's too late, right, Fern?
That's not the quote, but I think people understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Leave people wanting more. This is our annual tradition. We will be here every year for the Besties. As this team grows, we will figure out a way to accommodate maybe we'll do the Besties in person. All right, Cody. I know we don't have an outro, so on behalf of the Best Hour team, we want to say thank you for whether you listen to us, watch us, are a client of ours. It is truly an honor for all of us to be able to help affiliates. We found CrossFit and it changed all of our lives, and now we get to help you and help your members and have a greater impact on this greater CrossFit community and ultimately the world. So thanks for watching. We've got some amazing things coming in 2023. Make sure you check out the Best Hour social media on Instagram, on YouTube, etc. We're around if you need us. That's it. That's it for the Besties. Take us out, Cody.